talking about how to stay focused on the vision. So we're talking about the vision. The vision is, it has to be very clear, the vision is the preaching of the gospel to the lost, then it's the making of disciples, and then it is the planting of churches around the world for the kingdom of God. So you have three things that have to stay in focus. So if you want to know how to stay in focus, you have to think about how you would focus anything. I wear glasses, and so because I wear glasses, I get out of focus without them. Cameras have to be focused. That's the whole idea. Whether it's a telescope or a microscope, all of these instruments, you can't just look in them and see. You have to remain focused because there's so much around that is blurring the vision. So, getting people saved. Think about what churches do. Churches are just social programs anymore. Churches are full of compromise. You think about making disciples, churches don't care too much about it. You think about world evangelism, churches build mega churches. So when you think about all of it, you can see where the vision is getting distorted because there's new things that come along that are so much more exciting than confronting a sinner in the high street. You know, that's evangelism where you're fighting. You know, you might get spit on, you might get mocked, a name might be called in, and all kind of things. And so people kind of shy away from it. But the thing is, you have to keep it in focus that no matter what they do, you got to keep on going. Same thing with planting churches, the same thing with making disciples. It's never easy. It's never easy to fulfill the things that God has asked us to do. But I'll tell you, the cross wasn't easy either. And so when Jesus walked the earth, if you'll notice him, he had a mom and dad, he worked as a carpenter, he traveled as an itinerant preacher up and down the coast of Judea. So he had all of those things working for him, but not once did he lose focus. There was people all around him trying to call him here. They said, hey, we want to make you a king. Others wanted him to go and do this and defeat the Romans. But all of those little issues were important in their own right. But Jesus was able to just stay in focus. And one of the things that gave him his power is that he was never able to get out of focus and distracted. See, all around us, the world is doing the same thing to the church. And our problem is that we have gotten distracted and we have gotten out of focus. And it eventually works its way into the whole liturgy of the church, and the church has changed. I like what we're trying to do as a whole fellowship is we get our conferences together, we have our revivals, we have our rallies, and our whole idea is to bring everything back into focus. So if you want to stay in focus, you have to do the same thing we've all done. I've been 30 years in our fellowship. And what do? You keep going to these events. You don't even realize how out of focus you become. You keep going to conferences. You keep answering altar calls. You keep on going to rallies. You keep on letting it get preached to you. And then you hit the altar because you realize, my goodness, I've been just a little out of focus. And it sharpens you back up. That's God's intention. And it has kept us this far. And if we keep doing it, it'll keep us all the way until he comes.